Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Single Parents Podcast, the show that is far from traditional. If you end up enjoying what you see and liking what you hear, consider subscribing to the podcast, sharing the podcast with a friend, and rating the podcast 5 stars on your favorite podcast hosting platforms. That way we can tell those algorithms out there that the show is legit, and it will pass it along to more people. All right, well, here's a little taste as to what you can expect on today's show.
Wait, could you imagine, you becoming, my
your
stepfather?
stepdad. Wow. All right, well, Jess, how is it going today? How you doing? What's up with you today?
Oh, just the usual. Just working all the time, exhausted, but still pushing through.
Well, you're obviously doing something right because Miss Rich over here, we were getting ready to get on to the podcast and start recording. And she's like, oh, hold on. I'll be on in a second. I need to get my nanny situated. I'm like, okay, look at you, Miss Rich Girl Activities.
Okay, you make me sound like I'm actually a rich girl, but I am most definitely not. It's because, I don't have anybody to watch my son. So I get a nanny 2 times a week just for a couple hours.
Okay.
Just so I could usually go to the gym or run errands, do grocery shopping, because God knows how challenging it is to go grocery shopping with a toddler. So I'm really not that bougie, you know? I don't have a nanny during the day.
Not yet. Give yourself, 5, 6 more years, and then you will.
Yeah, one day we'll be there.
No, I don't blame you. Going to the grocery store with a toddler, a young kid in particular, top 10 worst activities in human existence.
It's literally so rough. There was one time where he was trying to climb out of the cart and literally almost fell out. And there were people around, and it's just it's embarrassing. Yep. He literally almost flipped out of the front of it, and luckily I was right there to catch him, but Lord help me.
Yeah, my kids, they're still crazy. They're just not as bad because now they know of the consequences that comes with acting a fool at the grocery store. But before, when they were younger like that, they were the masters of manipulation. So I'd have the best pregame speech. I'm talking the best of no other professional football coach speech can compare to the speech I would give my kids before we went into the store. I'd be like, okay, so this is how this is going to go. We're going to go in.
Here's the game plan.
I need to get the milk. I need to get the eggs. I need to get the cheese. Anything else that you see, don't worry about it. We're not getting toys. We're not getting candy. We're not getting ice cream. Maybe if you're cool later on, we'll see what's up. For right now, milk, cheese, eggs, in, out. We got it? Yes, Dad. Okay, cool. Let's go. We get in. Can I have a piece of candy? Can I have a donut? Can we go to the toy section? Oh, man. So now I got to be the bad guy. Going through the store. They're throwing a fit. They're going crazy. We get up to the front, and then God bless their soul, now, I guess, looking back, but the people working the self-checkout would see them losing their minds, and they would come up and be like, oh, well, do they want a sticker? Do they want some candy? Here you go. And I just want to be like,
the stickers.
Dude.
The stickers are always a thing. Okay, so my son is 2, and he's just starting to get into stickers, but he would be I don't know, 1 and throwing a fit, and they're like, does he want stickers? Does he want a sucker? And I'm like, this boy is literally 1. You think he's gonna stop crying because he gets a sucker or stickers? Get over yourself. I know you're trying to be helpful, but it ain't doing it for me, and it ain't doing it for him.
No, I don't. But now I just I try to find creative ways, even now, just to go by myself, whether that's while they're at school. I'll just use up my lunch break because I'm like, yes, I would love to chill on my lunch break and doom scroll through TikTok, but if I can go to the store and get what I need before the girls get home, future version of myself will be thankful that I made that decision. So
yeah. I actually do that same thing. Yeah. I do as much as possible during my break. I have an hour and 5 minutes that I take for a break, and I try to do the most. I'm like, okay, grocery shopping, get gas, go to the bank, pick up dog food. I literally just do it all because I do not want to do it later.
Hence why sometimes you just need a good nanny by your side. Maybe I should look into that.
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
I can't get one that's too cute though. Otherwise, I might stick around and be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
you're gonna
so,
be wait, isn't that usually like but that's in, like, a marriage when, like,
huh?"
the husband's always with, like, a mistress or a
Yep.
nanny, but
Yep.
when it's just you, baby, you can do
Hey,
whatever you
I could
want.
do whatever I want. I don't have to sneak. I don't have to hide as long as, till the
Maybe
nanny
she
like
won't
reports
accept,
me.
cash or check or, like, Zelle, like, maybe she just wants to be paid in other favors. Yee.
Oh, this is sound like a movie. This is sounding like something else. But in the meantime, until I make that happen, today on the show we're gonna do a little activity that I right now on the spot am just calling the self-appointed single parent awards. What does this mean? Actually, no, the first annual self-appointed single parents awards, because we're gonna be around for years and years and years. So we'll probably do this again in the future. I'm calling it right now. You're at the beginning of something amazing, people. So congratulations for being here. But basically, what we're gonna do is Jess and I are gonna take turns giving ourselves pats on the back for just whatever we want, really, because being single parents, being parents in general, just being adults and human beings, it's tough. It's rough out here. It's exhausting. And sometimes we just need to hype ourselves up a little bit. And so we're going to do that today. And we just decided to do that by just picking whatever category we wanted to pick and hyping ourselves up for that category. So maybe we want to talk about being a great single parent. Maybe we want to talk about something else. I don't even know what Jessica's going to say. I don't, she might know one thing I'm going to bring up. We'll get to that
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
second. We'll talk about that pretty soon, but that's what's going to happen. So, Jessica, what is your first award?
This first award, I honestly didn't name it, but I guess my name for it can just be the Controlled Chaos Award.
I like it.
Because I feel like I'm the master of having controlled chaos. As much as I like to have everything in order, I feel like everything just always happens to go wrong. And everything is always chaotic. And I think about like literally just what we were saying earlier, running to do the errands during your break, trying to give the pep talks before going into the grocery store. Honestly, I need an award for how I can control all of the chaos in my life. And it's just like we have like different circumstances for like being single parents because your kids sometimes go to the other household, whereas like my child is always with me. But you know, we do have the nanny once
We
a
got the
week,
nanny. Don't
so
forget the nanny. Shout out to
yeah,
the
we got
nanny.
that honey boo boo. So yeah, trying to control all the chaos with taking care of my two dogs. My one dog is old and
Okay.
he likes to piss and shit all
Uh-oh.
over the place.
Uh-oh.
So that's really fun. Taking
Yep.
care of him, taking care of a lab that has a ton of energy, making sure the groceries are in order, making sure the house is clean, vacuuming, mopping, cleaning the toilets, cleaning the showers, the baths, making sure I've got clothes that actually fit me, the cooking, I don't know, is there anything else? Everything. Making sure the bed sheets are clean because I do that every single week, you know. Little
Wow, look
pat on
at
the back.
you, Miss Adult.
I know. It's just I really deserve it. I really deserve the award. So, the
You do,
Controlled
yeah.
Chaos Award.
Yeah. Do you think that you thrive in chaos? Because I know some people will bring this up, and some people will be like, "Yeah, it's a lot, but I'm taking care of it. I'm kicking ass and taking names." But then there'll be times when things are chill and it's not so chaotic, and they actually get like anxious, and they don't like that feeling because again, they thrive in chaos, and that's just kind of become the normal. So when things aren't falling apart, it's kind of like, okay, well, I guess I'll just hang out until something does go wrong. Are you like that?
I'm like, okay. So I like to think that I like things more calm and relaxed, but honestly, if things are too calm and relaxed, I'm bored. Like I'm
Yep,
not stimulated enough,
sure.
and I'm the type of person that like always needs to be doing something, and my mom says that I'm what do they say? Like burning the candle at both ends?
Yeah.
Something like that. There's a saying out there like that, but that's what she says. And I actually enjoy doing more and going through more because I'm bored if nothing's happening. It's like reality TV. Like you need the drama, you need all of the craziness for it to actually be engaging for people to want to watch. And my life is a movie, so.
Your life
yeah.
is a movie. Oh,
Yeah, it's a movie.
Off the top of your head, who would you get to play you in your movie? I gotta see. Who would I say? Oh, I think I know.
For
I know.
yourself?
I know. No, for you. I know who would play you.
Well, is it somebody that is my lookalike or somebody that acts like me?
A lookalike. That's where my brain went to.
Okay, Megan Fox.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. That's better than what I was gonna say.
Honestly, like I'm like the generic. I'm like Temu version of Megan Fox.
Oh, whatever.
And I'm just like I'm obsessed with her. So if I could choose anyone, it would be Megan because bless her heart. But I also get like, Alexandria Daddario.
That's what I was gonna say. That was my pick. Yep.
Yeah, I get her, or sometimes like Zooey Deschanel, but that's just because they have dark hair and light eyes.
Right.
But Megan Fox is the vibe, and that's definitely what I would be choosing.
Man, the good old day. I remember where I was. Well, I was in the theater, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I went and saw the first Transformers movie when I was a kid, and Megan Fox changed. I think every young boy or every young person who's into women remembers the day they first saw that movie and saw Megan Fox in that movie. Good times.
She's a dream, honestly. She's my dream girl, so.
Okay, that's fair. I can see your life is me. Who do you think would play me? I know who I'd want, but he's a little old, but he's always been my guy.
I don't know. I feel like, do I even pay attention? I'm like not even that much of a movie guru. I really need to think.
My choice has always been Denzel Washington, but he's old, but I love him, and I would love if he played me in a movie.
My mom has a crush on Denzel Washington.
Your mom has good taste.
She likes Denzel Washington, Will Smith. Those are her types of guys.
Your mom likes some chocolate? Your mom likes her some chocolate?
Okay, you know what? Okay. I don't know if she's ever even been with a chocolate man, but she fantasizes about it for show.
Really? Okay. Is your mom, she's hot? Is she available? Should I call her?
She's like an older version of me, So, but she's like in her era of hating men. So.
Oh, well, I can fix that.
Yeah, you can change your mind.
That's every toxic person's dream is like.
Wait, could you imagine like you becoming like my stepfather?
Stepdad. Wow, this would be a whole different type of podcast. Interesting.
Crazy.
Wow. Okay. Then I'd be like, make sure, don't forget, do your laundry. Don't forget, change the oil in your car.
I'm an adult now.
Oh, but still, I can ground you. Sorry, that sounds
okay.
Weird.
Okay, fine.
All right, so I'm gonna move to my first award, and actually, I'm just gonna say this one because you kind of brought it up a little bit, so I think this will be a smoother transition. My first award to myself is going to be the Never Gives Up / very endurance-y, very much good at endurance. High endurance, something like that. Award to myself because as of couple days ago, let's just say by the time this episode comes out, as a couple of days ago, I will have submitted my, I don't know, more than one application in to become the next Bachelor because they're currently casting the new season of that show. And I've applied for that show in particular, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 times. This recent time was probably like the 4th. And then I've applied for other reality shows in the past. Love Island, I've put my application in there. But there's been a couple of reality shows, one on Netflix that it's not really a dating show, but it's pretty popular, that I actually got an interview with the casting director. So she scheduled the appointment, she sits you down, it's through Zoom, and they ask you questions about yourself and how you would, what would you bring to the show, and what's your dating life like, and blah 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 blah. And it was fun. And I did another show like that. I made it through that process for another show, but I don't even know if that show that I interviewed for in that circumstance, I don't think it even aired. Maybe it did. It's like a smaller show, I think, that was maybe on like a streaming service. Wasn't that big of a deal. But I just say I have that high endurance. I have that never give up attitude because it's just been my dream forever to be on one of those shows, to show up and to be like, "What's up, guys? My name's Anthony. I'm 35 years old, and I'm here to find love." And then start handing out roses, start going on dates, start doing all the things.
The date cards.
Got the date cards. We're riding horses. We're drinking wine on the beach. We're jumping out of airplanes, doing all the things. And so, wish me luck. First of all, foremost, wish me luck. I am a little old. I just gave away. I'm 35, so I don't know if I even qualify to be on The Bachelor anymore. I might have to go on The Golden Bachelor, the old
Golden
people Bachelor. Get myself a grab. Oh, okay. Here's what's gonna happen. Since I am old, got to go on The Golden Bachelor. I'll go on, and then you tell your mom to go on, and then that's where we end up falling in love. And then the hometown dates will be at your house, and then you'll be there, and you got to act surprised, like, Anthony, what? And then it'll be a whole thing.
What are your intentions with my mom?
Yeah, then yeah. You'll be like, "Can I pull you for a sec? Let's have a talk."
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be so awkward. You know what? Fun fact, I actually also auditioned for The Bachelor, Bachelorette, whatever.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was like a while ago. I had to have been like 21. Freshly 21 when I did it, and they were doing casting calls in Chicago. So I went to Chicago and went to this casting call, and and there were a ton of girls there, a ton. And they call you in. There was a bunch of different rooms that you could get called into for an interview, and they have a camera set up and somebody talking to you and whatever. And they just ask you why do you want to find love? Why do you want to be on this show? The same types of questions.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought that I crushed it, and I have no idea why they didn't choose me.
What?
I just don't understand. We're both just we're great catches, so
that's
why?
What I'm saying. I think they just don't want gold. They just don't want. Okay, if you are watching this and you're a reality show producer, particular one of those dating shows, if you want your show to blow up, if you want success, if you want those numbers, cast either one of us. Cast us both. Bring us on the show. We'll crush it. I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Yeah, we could be the single parents Huda when she was on with Love Island. We would be the single parents because that's trending now because of her.
Oh yeah, Huda's I think probably I would say the most famous person who's ever come out of that show ever, and she's a single mom and she crushed it. And I think they should ride that wave a little bit and be like, see,
they should.
The single parents want that representation. They want to see more of that. So let's get some more SPs on there. And I don't know. I'm just saying, if they want money, they should call us.
Yeah, right. We can get those ratings and those views up.
Easy. But yeah, that's my first one. I'm never going to give up. Maybe it will have to be The Golden Bachelor. Maybe it'll have to be something that hasn't even come out yet. But I really just want to get on because I've been watching reality shows since I was a kid. My mom used to watch the show called The Biggest Loser, where a bunch of bigger people go on and try to see who loses the most weight. We watched this show called Little People, Big World that followed this family around. I used to watch those cheap MTV dating shows, the half-hour ones like Room Raiders and Eliminate and Next and
Parental Control.
Yes, that was the one I was trying to think of. Parental Control.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I wonder if anybody else my age actually watched those because my brothers are 32.
Yeah.
So anything that they did, I did, even though there's a 3 to 4 year difference between us, I still watched those things too. So I wonder if anybody else my age watched those things. But I thought it was so cool. Room Raiders, I was how old when that came out? And they're going through the girls underwear drawers and stuff.
They were always going through the underwear first. I'm like, okay, guys, chill. Oh, but I think about the fact that those came out the early 2000s or whatever. And I was early 2000, I was like 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. But those were like grown adults like our age back then.
Yeah.
So I think about the fact that those people are probably like in their 50s now, and thinking back to like, oh man, I wonder, like I was watching like this recap show of a show Jerry Springer used to do called Baggage, where three people would come, share their baggage. It'd be crazy stuff. And the guy had to like select whose baggage he could stand the most. And that was like one of those early 2000 shows. And they just like crazy. And I'm just like, that's probably somebody's mom or grandma. Like that's talking about the fact that, you know, I like to eat underwear or something like that.
Oh my God, that is so gross. That's like My Strange Addiction.
Yeah, or that too. Yeah, I used to watch those. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
good
all
times,
those.
good times. But yeah, that's my first award. What's your second one?
My second one, see, I really didn't even name mine. I put this in like quotation marks. You look so good for having a baby. That's my award for myself, because I feel like anytime I'm like, oh yeah, like I have like my like mom tummy, because I have like the slightest bit of like loose skin,
Okay.
but all the time, like anytime somebody sees my body, they're like, wow, you look so good for having a baby. Or like if I'm wearing like a little crop top or something like that, I mean, it's like especially nice. Like, you know, I almost did some sort, this is a little bit raunchy.
Okay.
I almost did some sort of award that was like a Netflix and chill without the Netflix and just the chill award.
Nice.
Because I don't know, like I see so many videos. I don't know if these ever pop up like on your FYP, but it's like videos of guys being like, if you want to like hook up with a girl, like find yourself a single mom, because they got the babysitter for the night. They're in, they're doing the thing, and then they're out.
True.
But like and so I don't know. I'm just like thinking about like anytime that happens in my life, they're like, wow, you look so good. Like I couldn't even tell that you have like a baby or anything like that. And I'm like, thank you. Like I'm a MILF. Okay. Like that has always been the dream, is to be like a hot mom, a MILF, and just like confident. I mean, like I'm not always very confident, but you know, we try our best, and I feel like that's just my next award, is just being like a hot MILF mom, and for them to be like, wow, you look so good for having a kid. And I'm like, thank you. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, I guess I got a couple follow-ups with that, because first I just have a question. Do you take that statement in particular, you look so good for having a kid, as a compliment or as like a slight diss? Because I know some people who would take that and be like, well, what do you mean for having a kid? Like, but you take it as a compliment?
Definitely take it as a compliment, because I don't know. Everybody's bodies are so different, and I feel some more resilient with others, where they can like have a flat tummy and whatever right afterwards, and it could be tight. And but like having a kid, like it changes your body. It really changes your body. And like everybody that I know that's had a kid, well, this is gonna be mean. Anybody most of the people that I know that have had kids don't, like, they don't look super fit afterwards.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I feel like, I don't know. That's like a little bit harsh to say, but I know, like, I see it firsthand, like what it does to other people's bodies.
Sure.
And I mean, some people have more motivation than others. So whatever, do your thing, boo. But I take it personally as a compliment, because I feel like I used to have like this body where like I mean, I'm still athletic, but like I was super athletic. I almost had like a 6-pack, and I was really in my gym girl era, and then I got pregnant. So I know how good I looked before. And I don't think, well, maybe eventually if I got some lipo or something like that, I could get back to those days to how my body was. But now, like, for me, my body looks good for having a kid. So,
okay.
Long story short, it's a compliment.
I get it. And yes, I told you this yesterday, but I'm going to give you your flowers to the listeners. So Yesterday I was going through some of Jess's pictures because now you will have seen it. If you're listening to this episode in the future, you will have seen our podcast promo art and all that stuff. But I was going through some of Jessica's pictures, so I was going to get ready to start putting some of that together for social media. And I was going through it while my daughter's older sister was hanging out with me, their half sister, and she's like 13, middle school. Her words, direct quote, she's like, "Oh yeah, she's a baddie," and she picked out the picture that she thought was the best. And so I think, in my opinion, that's one of the highest compliments you can get, is from a teenage girl in particular, with no filter, super judgmental, super hormonal. If she says you're a baddie, I would take it. I would take that W.
Yeah, I love being a baddie. I mean, even like, because I feel like I do get that compliment a decent amount, and like from the young gals, obviously love it. But I mean, I love it from everybody. I mean, who doesn't love a good compliment?
Yeah.
I eat those things up, honestly.
Well, you should. And something you said, this is a little mini rant, because I totally get, and maybe, who do I want to direct this to? I'm going to direct this to the people trying to have some fun with single parents like me and Jessica, our fellow single parents, brothers and sisters out there. If you want to have that fun, that Netflix and chill type fun, or maybe you want to go on a date or whatever, you just want to have a good time, and that single parent's like, cool, we can do that, I'm down, let's get to it, but we can happen Saturday between this time, or it can just happen on Saturday, because every other day I'm booked and busy, nobody's hanging out with my kid, I have my kids all the other time, or I have stuff going on. So if you want to get down, let's do it, but Saturday night, that's your window. And you don't take that window serious, and you think we're just messing around, you think we're just throwing that out like a suggestion, and Saturday night comes and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, this came up, or this person asked me for help, and blah 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 blah, can we do this another day? No, we can't do this another day. I mean, if I really wanted to, we'd figure it out, but no, we're not doing this another day, because guess what, tomorrow, Sunday, I'm picking up my kids. Monday, we got homework. Wednesday, we got gymnastics. Friday, we got a sleepover. Next Saturday, I got a birthday party. So maybe December 17th, sure, we can try this again. But you missed your window. So I don't know why you thought I was just throwing out this light suggestion of like, sure, Saturday. I was telling you, you want me? You want this? You want to have some fun? Saturday evening. And if you miss your window, that's on you. And so, sorry, this is obviously coming from a place of frustration, because maybe I've had this happen recently.
I'm so down with it. I just love that you were like, yeah, if you want something, if you want to have some fun with this. But it's so true, like, because we have to like plan accordingly.
Yes.
Like, it's like, you know what? I got the babysitter 7 to 10 p.m.
Yep.
We're meeting at this time, this place, and we're going to make it happen, because I don't have the opportunity to go out of that realm. And if you want to go outside of that realm, you're paying for my babysitter.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
That's like, I know that's really intense, but like, it's like, if you want to have some fun with this, if you're trying to get with this, then I mean, you could pay for the babysitter, babe. You can pay for it.
You could do something, because man, recently, like I said, had this happen recently where somebody was wanting to hang out on, it was like a Saturday night, and I was like, cool, you can come over, because I don't have the kids, and I spent the whole day deep cleaning, washed my sheets, I got a freaking candle, it smelled immaculate in my house, everything was pristine, and then I got a message like 9 o'clock at night, oh, sorry, my so-and-so needs help with XYZ, and I was just like,
liar.
Bro,
liar.
Seriously? Like, I'm sitting here sniffing lavender for no reason right now?
Yeah, you're getting yourself all ready to go. And of course, like, that is just the worst. I hate when I like get myself ready. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my hair, my makeup. It's an everything shower type of night. And like, nothing happens.
Nope.
I hate waiting on people. That's like something that I strongly dislike, is like, I'm a great planner and I am prepared. So if you're not, It does irk me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree. And I guess that kind of segues to my second award because this whole topic of like wanting to have fun and wanting to do the things leads me to giving myself pat on the back, the I Still Got It award. Very proud of this one in particular. Because I, over the summer, had an amazing, well, of course, because it's me, amazing makeout session with this girl, this woman. And, but we hadn't done anything like that. And maybe with me and this particular woman, and maybe, I don't know, 2-3 years. It was a while. And before I had that makeout session with her, it had been, I don't know, a little bit in between that makeout session and then other times hanging out with another girl. So I was in the middle of like, I guess people say like a little dry spell. But in particular with her, it was been 3 years. And so there's some gaps. So it was really nice when we were just hanging out, doing the thing. And she's just like, Anthony, I just forgot how great of a kisser that you are. And I was just like,
I know that's right.
Gotta give myself those flowers. These beautiful lips still got it, just in case your mom wants to know. Good reviews, 5-star reviews on Yelp for these lips.
I'll let her know.
But no, that just felt good because I guess like make it serious a little bit. Like it's cool to be a dad and to do all the stuff around the house like you talk about and pick up and drop off and just be seen like as a dad sometimes, like that can kind of like be your identity. But to be reminded that like, hey, like you're still more than a dad. You're still a man. You're still a dude. You're still sexy. You can still be more than showing up to gymnastics to pick up your girls in sweatpants and a shirt with stains on it from doing your dishes because the water splashed all over you, but you got to go so you don't have time to change your shirt. You can still be hot. You can still be like that. And so like it was cool having that bit of confidence because I think to be super honest, people who are most concerned about this fact for me are my daughters. The thought of like me just being totally consumed with being a dad, that's my whole identity. But one day they're going to grow up, they're going to move out, they're going to do their own thing, they're going to have their own lives. And it's just, maybe going to just be me. And so they're in particular is like, Dad, we just don't want you to end up alone one day. You need to make sure you do that. But they're very picky. Like, don't be bringing around any scrubs. Like, you're not just going to date anybody. But, if Sabrina Carpenter or somebody like that wants to date you, you're allowed to date her. But this reality of like, okay, so yeah, what does it look like for me to have that balance of like, I love being a dad. I love being a single dad. I love doing the show, doing this content, reaching our demographic. I love it. I love being a single. I really do. But having that balance of that versus like, okay, that's a part of my identity, but that's not my whole identity. I can still, again, be a man who wants to get out and have fun and talk to people and explore relationships and kiss beautiful women and all these things. Like, where's that balance? And so anyways, I give myself a pat on the back for still gotten it.
Yeah, I know that's right. Having the balance between being a single parent and not just being known for that, I feel like it can be tough because being a single parent really consumes your life. And like, I post a lot of content personally about being a single mom, but I also like to post a lot of other content that I'm just a mom in general, or I'm just like a hot girl, like whatever. But like, I don't want the single parent thing to consume my entire identity. So it's nice to know that you still got it. And like, I feel like everybody says that like being a single parent is just gonna ruin you and nobody's gonna want you. But it's like, I don't know, they're still wanting me and we both still got it. So and they still want it. They really do. They still want it.
Yeah, I haven't had any like trouble. Like, I think if anything, it's usually me, to be honest. It's usually me being the one who's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling this, or I don't know if this is gonna work, because there's just a lot of factors that come with dating and stuff like that. And
wait, that's so true. I do that same thing. It's usually a me thing where I'm like, you're not for me.
Yeah, because I have my vibes. I love having a good time. I love just being able to enjoy life, because I guess this is going to get heavier than I thought we'd get on the show today. But like, I spent a lot of my early part of my 20s in particular really just wasting a lot of time worrying about what people thought of me, what people's opinions were, always striving to have like a little picture perfect life. Like, I literally had like a white picket fence and a dog at one point, just because I thought that's what I needed to look like and have to be successful. So now that I'm kind of past all that in my 30s, I'm just kind of like, you know what? Like, I just want to enjoy life. Like, I don't really care a whole lot what other people think of me, what their opinions are. Like, obviously, like, I'm not like a douche about it, but like, if you like me, cool. If you don't, then I'll just hang out with the people who do, because at the end of the day, as long as I'm thriving, as long as my kids are happy and healthy and safe and secure, that's all that really matters. And so for me, when it comes to dating, I want to keep those standards and not be like, oh, well, I'm so lonely. I don't want to end up by myself when my kids graduate and move out of the house. So I guess I'll just settle for this person who, the vibes aren't really there, but at least she's giving me attention. Like, I just don't want to do that. Like, I'm like, I'm doing me. I'm doing this. I have a podcast. I want to do all these things. I want to go live it up on a cruise ship for several months at a time. One day, I want to get one of those camper vans you can sleep out of the back of and drive across the country. Like, I want to have it. And so, like, if somebody's matches those vibes, or and vice versa, like, I want her to have dreams and goals and ambitions too that she doesn't want to compromise on. And if we are compatible in those ambitions and dreams and vibes, then cool. But in the meantime, I'm all right.
Yeah, I feel like chill vibes, but also like be picky.
Yeah.
I just feel like you have to be picky, or we have to be picky.
Yep.
Because I don't want to just like waste time with somebody that I don't truly feel connected with, or like that I have a future with. Like, I actually want to be with somebody who enjoys the same things, has the same morals and ethics that I do. I mean, because I really don't want to waste time. Like,
Yep.
and it's not like I'm like super old, but I'm also not super young. I'm in that like weird middle point because I'm not quite 30 yet, but it's not like I'm 22, 23 anymore. So I'm in that middle point, and it's just, it's like one thing to be dating somebody for fun when you're 22 years old and you're like, yeah, like, I like hooking up with this person. I mean, we fight a lot, but like, I don't know, we take fun, cute pictures and videos and stuff together. But I mean, that's really not what it's all about. Once you get older, especially with having a child and being a single parent, like, you can't settle for like someone who doesn't want to have those same goals and dreams as you. Like, chill vibes, because like, it's like so hard to put it into a category, because it's not like you can jump into a marriage with somebody after a couple months. Like, you have to date them for a significant period of time, but like, when is the right time where you know that like somebody isn't for you, you know?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know, because for me, to be honest, like, I haven't actually been in like an official relationship in a long time. Like, I'm the king of like situationships, like hanging out for months at a time, just doing our thing. But then, usually me or I think we just talked about, we're going to talk about one day on the show, like crazy exes, like they're crazy.
Ooh, yeah.
And so that doesn't work out. But I just haven't been like official with somebody though in a hot minute for several different reasons. So I don't even really know what a lot of that deeper stuff looks like, because I haven't really had to apply it in a while. So that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, so you only really like have a situationship for a couple months before you cut it off?
Usually, yeah, I guess a couple months is usually the average, because after a couple of months, then I'm pretty, because with any relationship, whether it's official or not, there's always like that newness, that new exciting, like, hey, this is cool. I'm getting attention. They're attractive. Like, this is just fun. But then
It's the
after a
honeymoon
while,
stage.
yeah, there you go. Yes. Oh, for any relationship, whether you get married, that's what they say. You're in that honeymoon stage, and then the reality sets in. So when I'm in situationships, usually that honeymoon stage lasts about a month or so, and then I can kind of really gauge, like, okay, is this something that I need to think about because of the fact that my kids would be involved at some point, or she has kids, vice versa. So was that going to work? Or not even just for the kids, for me, is this something that I really want to see going forward in a serious way? Or is it best just to be like, you know what, like we had a lot of fun, it's cool, we can be friends or whatever, but I don't think this is going to be something that's going to turn into anything, at least not right now. So like to your point, instead of investing a lot of time in something that you know from the beginning's not really there, let's just be adults about this and kind of just move on. That's how it's been for me though.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like the amount of times that I've like been on a few dates with somebody and I'm like, yeah, I just don't really like you that much. Like some people get upset because I
Whoa.
just like, I'm a pretty blunt person and it's like, I either like you and I want to continue or I don't. And you're
Yeah.
just like, I don't want to talk to you again. Like, especially something bad happens, like with crazy exes. Oh my gosh. I've got some wild stories with that. But if I'm not interested in someone, I just like don't want to talk to them again. Like I'm just like, yeah, like I don't even want to entertain the fact. It's
And you
especially
tell
like
them
if I
that?
decide
You tell them that like from the jump?
I usually no, what do you mean? Like I
Like,
don't want to talk to them?
yeah, like you're not interested. So like you're on a date, you're like on at dinner, and you know, like through halfway through the dinner, like, okay, I'm not into this person. When would you let them know that?
I usually would like finish the date
Okay.
and then afterwards, once I got home because the guys are always like, "Let me know when you get home," like stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
um it's usually like at that point when you go
Okay.
home and you're like, "Hey, I'm home. Like, thank you so much for everything. Like, I had a great time, but I think we're not a good match for each other and I wish you the best." Like something like
Okay.
that because I don't really feel like I don't want my time wasted and I feel like that's the mature adult thing to do to just be like,
Yep.
"I'm not really interested. Like, wish you the best of luck," you know?
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. That's
So,
good.
that's what I do.
I like it. I like it. All right. Well, what's your third and final award that you're giving yourself today?
My final award is the Badass Boy Mom Award.
BABM. The BABM award. There you go.
The BABM Award, the Badass
Okay.
Boy Mom Award,
Uh-huh.
because I feel like boy moms are just so different than girl moms.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm definitely meant to be a boy mom because I'm more tomboyish. Like I'm not into like the pink foo-foo type of thing. I mean, I love makeup and hair and
Right.
things like that, but I'm not into like super duper girly things. I'm into, playing in the mud or building things or motorbikes and things like that. So I feel like I deserve that. Like I deserve that award because I'm a cool boy mom. I'm not like and also like my son, I mean, everybody has their own thing and, what they want to do for their kid, but my son is not wearing like dinosaur shirts and stuff. Like
Yeah.
he wears like cool like skater boy punk type things
Nice.
most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. And I have him in like Vans or Converse and he's got like cool joggers like camo pants or like fun patterns. He's got cool bathing suits. Like
Yep.
I like to shop at like I really like this online store called Rebel Bro or Little Trouble. I get lots of stuff from there. He's wearing like backwards like snapbacks and things like that. And
Dang.
that's just it's totally my vibe, so
Yeah.
I make it his vibe too. And I just feel like I'm a badass cool like boy mom, because I'm into those things. I
Yeah.
will wrestle with him on the bed and the couch. I will be doing things like that. And sometimes when my mom sees it, she's like, "You're a little bit too rough with him." And I'm like, you just don't get it. Like, you're not a cool boy mom. Like, you didn't treat my brothers like this. So
Okay.
it's different vibes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I give myself that award for being a cool boy mom and not like just your average boy mom.
yeah. Okay, that's cool. I think about that for myself in the opposite way. Like I 100% believe I was made to be a girl dad. To the point, I don't know how this came up. My girls and I, we were walking to the car at the park the other week, and we were talking about something that led to them asking, like, Dad, if you could do it over, would you rather have boys, or are you good with girls, or would you choose to have girls again? Something like
That is
that.
such a deep question for them to
I was
ask
like,
you.
what the heck?
Wow.
We just like chugged some snow cones, and I guess the sugar like enlightened them with some heavy
Yeah.
stuff. And I was like, what the? And so I was like, no, like, and I answered it quick because I already know the answer. I was like, no, I would 100% choose to be a girl dad again, because I just, for myself, same thing for you as being a boy mom, me being a girl dad, like, I love nothing more for them to say, Dad, sit, because we just went shopping with mom or auntie or grandma or whoever. We got all these outfits, so we're gonna do like a little fashion show, and you just watch. And I'm like, cool, all right, I got this. Or there'll be times where they're like, Dad, are you busy? They always catch me first, so I can't come up with an excuse. They'll be like, Dad, are you busy right now? I'm like, no, I'm just chilling on TikTok or whatever. What's up? They're like, oh, okay, well, can I do your makeup? And they put down their makeup kit, and then and then sometimes I'll forget or not wash it off all the way, and so like we go to the store and somebody's like, bro, you're glittering. I'm like, oh, come on, bro. But
You're glowing. That's
I'm
what they meant to say. You're glowing from within.
That's right. I'll take that. But stuff like that doesn't bother me. It doesn't threaten my masculinity. It doesn't make me, feel like less of a man for letting my daughters do my makeup or watch the fashion show or watch, I don't know, something girly specific on TV. Like, I enjoy that stuff because I know, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm glad to give them like a positive male influence in their life that shows them they can just be themselves. So when they grow up one day and they start dating and stuff, their own standards are so high because they're like, bro, my dad used to let us paint his nails. So if you're going to complain about opening the door for me, or you're going to complain about helping me with stuff around the house, kick rocks. Hopefully that's what they say.
Actually, though, like, you always have to be up to par, like, with the dad, honestly, because like dad is always like number one male in a daughter's life. And I think about myself, like dating
Yeah.
somebody who isn't as great as my dad, like it could not be.
Yep.
It could not be, because he has so many great qualities. It's just, they have to be able to do that. But I feel like you are definitely meant to be a girl dad. Like, I just
Thank
feel
you.
like that is just, it's so you.
Yeah.
I think, like, my brother has a daughter, and he's
Okay.
just meant to be like a girl dad. So we'll
Nice.
see when they decide to get pregnant again.
Oh.
I'm like curious to see what they'll have,
Yeah.
but like he is such a girl dad. He loves the foo pink tutus, everything. He's definitely going to be the same type of dad where he's like, yeah, try on your clothes. Yes, you could do my makeup. Like,
Yep.
all those things. I totally envision him doing that.
Yep.
And it just couldn't be like more perfect. Like, I think about the situations, it turned out exactly how it was supposed to. I can never imagine myself having a daughter first, because I think I'm just so
Right.
perfect having my boy first, and like you're so perfect having your girls. Like, I
Yep.
just feel like we're in these perfect roles for us. So it feels so good. Like, all of the stars align and everything's exactly how it's supposed to be, and that's why it feels so good, and you don't want to
Yeah.
change anything about it. I would do it all again. Like, I wouldn't change anything about it. So,
And then
oh, I'm
you
so
just
happy for
gotta you
us.
just gotta get ready for the day though when your son's older and he brings his boys, his crew around, and then they just leave abruptly, and maybe your son sticks around, and you're just like, well, what happened to all your friends? Why aren't they in the house anymore? And your son's like, well, I had to kick them out because they kept saying that you were hot. That's the price you're gonna pay
I'm
one day
sure.
when you're, for being a cool hot boy mom. You're gonna have to deal with the friends of your son who's gonna come around. Actually, they're gonna be like, what's your son's name again? Remind me.
Grayson.
Grayson. They're like, Grayson, can we go to your house? Why do you guys keep asking me to come over to my house? Let's go to your house, Dominic. No, I think let's just go to your house, bro. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I think about, are they even truly going to be around me? Like, when they're, in high school or whatever, I'm not going to be hanging out with like my son and his friends. Like, I'm gonna be on the couch, hopefully married one day with other kids,
Yeah.
like, or I'm gonna be cooking dinner and they're gonna be playing video games or playing outside or whatever it is. I don't plan on hanging out with them. So hopefully it wouldn't be too bad. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's just weird being on that side of the timeline, because I still think of myself as like a young person, as like I don't know. I just remember the days when I would look at people our age, at the adults, and be like, man, they have it all together. They're so professional. They're so good. They're so this, they're that. And then now I'm the adult. My girls will bring their friends home and they'll say, oh, well, Mr. Anthony or sir. I'm like, sir? What are you talking about, sir? Call me dude. Call me bro. I'm not no sir.
Sir? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, can't do it.
That
And
is
my last award, what did I call it? I think I called it I'm gonna give myself the utilizer of the Golden Hour Award. That's not what I wanted to call it, but that's what's coming to mind now. The Golden Hour Award. And a lot of parents who have younger kids in particular know what the golden hour is. It's not like when the sun's going down in the sunset and the sky is gold and pink. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the parenting golden hour, where you have just put your kids to bed and you check and they're actually asleep. They're not getting up asking for water or asking for random crap. They're actually asleep. And you're like, oh, this is the time where between when my kids actually fall asleep to when I actually just need to go to bed because my body can't do it anymore. And I have this peaceful house. I can watch whatever I want on TV. I remember back in the day, I feel bad looking back. I feel like an asshole, but I was a kid. But my mom in particular, her golden hour, when she would put me and my siblings back to bed, she would sometimes like order pizza or order Chinese and like eat it by herself because she could just watch her show and eat food that she ordered or whatever. And then I would sniff it out, because I was a little big back. I would sniff it out and then I would come out and be like, did you order pizza? And my mom would be like, Anthony, go back to bed. And so now I feel bad because now I'm in her spot, and I would be so annoyed if that happened to me, because I would be looking forward to that peaceful time of me and my pizza watching whatever show I wanted to watch. But now I enjoy that time. I've gotten a little too good at enjoying that golden hour time, because sometimes I push myself to stay up a little too late, because it is so nice and peaceful. Or I'm watching, now we're in the age of like, you put on a streaming service and you can binge shows. So it's not like back in the day where you had to like be on the TV at Wednesdays 8-7 Central or whatever it is, because your show's going to come on. If you don't watch it then, you miss it. Yeah, you can binge all night. So if your show's really juicy and really good, you don't have to wait a week to see what happens. You can keep going. And so sometimes I get into that mode, or sometimes my body's just like, no, bro, it's like 12 o'clock at night and you got to wake up at 6, but just keep hanging out. We're fine. You don't need sleep. Like this TikTok deep dive that you got yourself into, you just got to see it through. You got to see it through. And so then I regret it the next morning, and then I slug through the day. Then the night comes again, and then I repeat. But I've gotten really good at enjoying and cherishing those times, and really just using those times as like a good exhale, because there'll be times when I'm so caught up in the craziness and the rush and feeling anxious throughout the day and overwhelmed, a lot on my shoulders. So what's really cool, especially when the girls are with me, is I'll put them to bed and I'll see them sleeping and they're so peaceful and they're so safe. And then I'll go sit on my couch before I turn on the TV or pick up my phone, and I'll just kind of exhale and be like, see, bro, like you did it. Your kids are sleeping. They're safe. They're comfortable. You're here. The world didn't end today. So you could just go to bed knowing that, another day of kicking butt, you did it and it's all good. So I really appreciate those times. I've come to cherish those times, especially going back to my first or second award with the reality shows, enjoying my reality shows and just recharging for the next day. What is that? Do you get those times? What does that look like for you?
Well, I didn't even know that it was called the golden hour.
I don't think it is. I just made it up. So I'm coining it. I'm copying. You heard it here first on the SPP. That's nobody steal that. That's mine.
Yeah, no, wait, you literally were like, "Oh, parents know this time," and I was like, "Oh, do all parents know this time? Because I don't know what that means." I actually thought you were talking about, like, golden hour, like, I thought it was gonna be, like, when it's wind down time and you're about to put the kids to sleep, like, that's what I was thinking,
Okay.
but it's the time after you put him to sleep, and
Yeah.
honestly, after I put my son to sleep, it depends on the day.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish folding this laundry. I'm gonna finish making the bed, or I'm gonna finish putting away these dishes. That's only sometimes.
Hmm.
Most of the time, it's me showering,
Okay.
getting ice cream,
Nice.
laying in bed,
Hmm.
and watching like some true crime or something like that.
Classic.
Like that's usually what it consists of. But I do the same thing. Maybe not like an exhale when I'm like sitting on the
Hmm.
couch, but I like get into bed and I'm like, oh my God, this feels so good. Like, do you like when I first get into bed, because it's never like I have a chance to truly relax myself and relax my whole body. Like, I don't just come home and veg on the couch for the rest of the night.
Yep.
Like, I'm like up doing all of the things, cooking dinner, finishing the laundry, running around with my son, taking care of the dogs, going outside, eating with him, getting his bath ready and then doing puzzles together and then putting him to sleep. And then after I take my shower and I get my ice cream, then I finally lay in bed and I'm like, "Oh, this feels so good." It just feels so good. And I always
Yeah.
think that, like, every single night, like, I get into bed and I'm like, "Oh my God, it just feels so good." After, like, a wild, crazy, chaotic day, it's the best. It's really the best. And then, like, it's so weird because you, like, can't wait. I know this sounds bad. You can't wait to, like, put down your children to go to sleep, and then you're, like, waiting for that time, and then when you finally do it and you're not with them for, like, an hour, you're like, "Oh, I kinda miss them."
Yes, that is true.
Like, I don't
Hmm.
know if you go through that too, but I'm like, "Oh,
Yes.
I miss him. I wish he was, like, snuggling next to me or something
Yeah.
like that."
Yep.
That's gotta
I
be a
I do
parent
that too.
thing.
It has to be. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You look forward to it all day or at least all evening, and then when it happens, it's maybe cool for a little bit, but then, you're just I'll do it to where like I'll chill on the couch and maybe they left like their blanket or something that's theirs in the living room, and I look over and I see it and I'm like, "Oh, I miss them." Maybe I should go wake them up again. I'm like, "No, don't do that."
Yeah, no. I usually get over it pretty fast. I'm like, "Okay, I'm tired. I just need to go to bed."
Yeah,
So, that's usually what
fair.
ends up happening.
Fair.
But, yeah, sometimes there are times where I'm like, "Oh, like, I'm just feeling stressed. I do wanna
Yep.
get food delivered," and it's different because my son is still little, and, like, if he wakes up, he's still contained in his crib.
Mm.
So, like, even if I were to, like, have some good smelling food, it's not like he's gonna get up out of bed or
Oh,
anything
that's
like that,
nice.
whereas, like, your girls would for sure get
Oh,
up
they
and
would
be
for
like,
sure.
"Dad, can I have
Yeah.
some?"
They would get pissed at me for eating stuff like that without them. But they know like my go-to food, my favorite food in the world is popcorn. Like I'm a popcorn snob. I'm a popcorn connoisseur, so I always just get myself a nice bag of popcorn and that's what I eat at night. So then they know I do that. But if I had anything besides that, like, especially like delivery or something, would never hear the end of it.
Yeah, do you have, like, a specific type of popcorn you like the one that you make on the stove, microwave bags, a certain brand? Do you like to have Skinny Pop? Do you like Smart Food? Like, tell me, if you're, like, a popcorn connoisseur, I must know. Do you have a popcorn machine?
I have not a machine, a little bucket thing that has a handle that you put the seeds in and put it on the stove. You put some whatever oils or whatever, put the seeds and it cooks it on the stove. I have one of those. I'm a pro at making white seed popcorn cooked in grape seed oil, sprinkled with Pink's Himalayan sea salt. Mm, it's peak. It's so, and then my sister got me like this popcorn flavoring kit, but it has like not like the usual stuff. It has like fancy salts, like black volcano Hawaiian salt, like these weird, crazy things that you just, oh man, it makes it taste so good. But no, I can't really do, unless I'm just like drunk or just really in a mood. Like I really can't do like the cheap fake butter microwave popcorn stuff. It hurts my stomach, and I'm too snobby, I guess, when it comes to that. But I don't mind in some occasions some, what is it called? Smart Pop, or what, the black bag, the white cheddar. Those are pretty
Smart
good.
food, I think.
Smart food. Yeah, that's all right. Skinny Pop's pretty good. I usually just like, if it's from like a store or something and it's a bag, I like white cheddar popcorn. But if I have the choice, I'll have to eventually one day, when we end up getting to a place where we can get together and record the show, I can do a little traveling, come out, you can show me Chicago. I will cook the best popcorn that you've ever had in your entire life.
Yes.
Easy.
Wait, how do you feel about movie theater popcorn? If you can't have like the fake butter and stuff, like I feel like movie theater popcorn is just far superior, and I love sodium. So I have so much salt on it, and I think it's so good. How do you feel about that kind of popcorn?
See, I don't mind movie theater popcorn because I just love that whole experience. And for some reason, eating that popcorn in the theater, it just makes it just hits. It hits different.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's just from childhood. You know, it's like one of those psychological core memory things. But like, yeah, I love me some movie theater popcorn. I don't mind that at all. There's nothing better, because I love going to the movies, especially alone. Like, a lot of people don't like doing stuff alone, but I love going to the movies alone. Honestly, there's times I would prefer it. So there's nothing more I love than, like, allegedly, in case my local theater chain's watching this, allegedly smuggling in like a tall boy or two, a nice tasty adult beverage under my jacket, and then cracking open that with a tub of popcorn. Chef's kiss.
That is the life. Have you ever been to a movie theater that serves food and alcohol like to your seat?
I have, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, isn't it the best?
It's so nice. Oh my gosh.
It can get expensive, but it's so nice. Like, I think I did it for the Avatar movie, and like they stopped serving like, I don't know, 30 minutes before the movie's over.
Mm-hmm.
And because that movie was so long, my brothers and I were just drinking. We were eating a lot. Like, it was honestly like, it was the life. I felt like a rich girl.
Of course. You got to keep up that brand. That's your new brand. So you got to keep that up. Keep up that status.
Yeah. Obviously.
You and your nanny. No, shout out to the nanny. We're thankful for her. Well, anything else you got on the awards? I think we gave ourselves some pretty good awards. We're pretty cool people.
I know. I'm like so proud of us. Like, how can we be so cool, so fun, so successful? Like, it's just, it's great. I love this journey for us.
I love it for us, but I'm just, one more bit of advice to any reality show producers out there. Obviously, you're sitting on gold right here. So yet again, if you want those ratings, I just gave you an hour worth of evidence as to why we need to be on your show. So hit us up. Mm-hmm. The email, thesingleparentspodcast@gmail.com. Do all the things. Follow us on social media. Blah, blah, blah. Anything else you got for us before we wrap it up?
I don't know. I don't really have anything else. I'm feeling good. I
feel good.
I'm feeling good. I feel like that was a good talk. It made me feel great about myself, because I don't always like give myself the compliments I need, you know? So I feel good.
We love to see it. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up. That way you can go text your mom and tell her future husband says hi.
Okay. Oh, for sure. I'm going to do that.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Single Parents Podcast. My name's Anthony, and we got Jessica on the ones and twos. Until next time, you all out there, just stay beautiful.